This is the stunning Glacier Express, and in this video I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know before booking your ticket, including the onboard service, as well as giving you a tour of the train including the bathrooms and showing you what the views look like from the windows. Also be talking you through the onboard catering service, as well as options to bring your own food, and also giving you a glimpse of the kitchen where the chefs really freshly make the food, and also show you the bar area, walk you through the ticket options as well as how to get cheaper tickets, and also show you the engines being changed. We will also be talking about so much more, so do stay tuned, and please do make sure to subscribe to our channel as it makes a huge difference and your support means so much to us. Also make sure to ask any questions down in the comment section, as there might be something that we might miss, and we are always looking forward to answering any questions or queries that you have. But let's get started for now. So we got the train from St. Moritz all the way to Zermatt. This is an iconic journey on the Glacier Express, and it covers a distance of nearly 291 kilometers or 181 miles, and it lasts around 8 hours, often called the slowest train in the world. The night before boarding the Glacier Express, we spent our time and the night in St. Moritz. In the morning, we got up really early. We had to get the very first Glacier Express train at 8:38. In summer, there are 2 scheduled Glacier Express services per day in each direction. We boarded on the first class carriage, but there is second class, first class and excellent class. Second class is the most economical, still with panoramic windows and standard comforts. First class is with more space, fewer seats per row and enhanced comfort, and excellent class is a premium luxury option on board. In first class, seats are laid out in a 2+1 arrangement. On one side of the aisle there are bays of 4 seats facing each other around a table, and on the other side there are pairs of seats, 2 seats at a table. That's what we had, but as the seats opposite us were empty when we got on St. Moritz, we decided to make use of it to make some content. We had fresh pairs of headphones waiting for us on our seat for onboard audio guide system, which is GPS triggered commentary that enhances our journey. After that, then we were given the menus. Now we had pre-ordered our food before getting on board, and it's important to note that for individual travelers, pre-orders may be placed up to 48 hours before departure via email or phone. So in first class and in second class, food is not included. You have to pre-order meals, or you can choose from the onboard meals and drinks offered in a la carte, or you have to pay for them separately. Just before arriving at the first stop, cutlery and napkins were laid out at our table. A great detail of attention is paid to setting out cutlery, napkins and table settings aboard the Glacier Express, and truly that is the train's signature fine dining experience on rails. Whilst waiting for our food, I decided to go on a little tour and explore the restrooms. So each train carriage has modern restrooms located at the end of the carriages. The restrooms are clean, they are well maintained, and they are designed for passengers' convenience. I really like the size of the restroom, which was in the bar area. So if you don't like the size of the one at the end of the first class carriage, you will not be disappointed with the one at the bar area. And I made my way back. Our first course had already been served, so you can see it was a beautiful salad, and we got some bread, and we also ordered some juices as well as water. And the salad, I have to say, was one of the best that I have ever had, in fact the best on a train. So you will not be disappointed with ordering food on this train, because it truly does not feel like onboard train food. It just feels like you are sitting in a 5-star restaurant, and that is truly what the food tasted like. Our main was vegetarian. We had some rice, lentils and poppadoms, and I have to say the spice, the salt was absolutely perfect. I was a little bit worried before ordering this, just thinking it might be a bit bland, but nope, it definitely was not. It was 10 out of 10. After quickly finishing our mains, we got off because the Glacier Express comes to a stop just for a little while in Desantis, and here you can stretch your legs, but the main reason why it really stops is because engines are changed. Firstly, because the route combines two separate railway networks and both have different locomotives and they use their own locomotives. And also the other reason is because some sections in the Glacier Express journey, like the Overlap Pass, require rack and pinion drive for steep inclines, so the train needs a mountain capable locomotive with special traction. So one of the most common questions I get asked is, isn't 8 hours too long to sit in a train? Well, we were thinking the same before we booked our journey, but actually we were very surprised that it actually did not feel like 8 hours for us. Now I know that's contradicting what other people have shared online, but for us really 8 hours was perfect, especially when you add in the free time to walk around on these stops, the food, you get time to also go to the bar area, and this journey is designed for comfort. So seats are spacious, you can recline the seats, and it is really a matter of expectation. If you expect a train ride, it might sound long, but if you think of it as a full day scenic experience, it feels perfectly paced, and many travelers even describe it as 8 hours that fly by, and that is definitely how we feel about it too. Let's talk about the windows. Now the windows on the Glacier Express, especially the ones in the carriages, do not open. These are sealed panoramic windows designed for uninterrupted climate controlled views. They are actually anti-reflective and UV filtered, so you can still capture clear, vibrant photos even through the windows. However, a tip is that if you really do want to take the windows down, there are 2 windows in the bar, and there is also one at the end of the carriage where you can go and you can slightly bring the windows down and you can actually take in the views from there too. However, be careful, don't put your head out. As you can see, it can easily cause some damage, so make sure to be sensible and follow the rules whilst you're on the train. Question we are often asked is, should we go on the Glacier Express in winter or in summer? Now we have actually not experienced the Glacier Express in winter, so we are not quite sure what the journey might look like. However, we know that in winter you must be gliding through snow-covered valleys, frozen rivers and ice-dusted pine forests, which actually sounds absolutely amazing and almost would feel like you're moving through a snow globe. Now, the contrast of red carriages against white landscapes is breathtaking. However, in summer, for when we went, we had lush green meadows, wildflowers, and sparkling rivers in full flow. You can really see more color contrast, you can see blue skies, green forests, rocky peaks, and even the glacier views. So really, it doesn't really matter whether you go in summer or winter. Views, especially amazing, breathtaking views, are always guaranteed in Switzerland, especially when you're on the Glacier Express. But let us know in the comments down below if you would like us to go back and do this journey in winter and show you the difference. So there is a bar and drink service on the Glacier Express train. It is an onboard bar service that offers a wide range of drinks, including alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks, and drinks are served at your seat by uniformed staff, so you don't need to get up. One of my favorite parts on the Glacier Express journey, and actually the highest point of the Glacier Express route, is at above 2,033 meters, which is the Overlap Sea. The Lake Overlap, which sits right near the Overlap Pass, it lies between Decentis, Mustris and Adamant, making the point where the train crosses from the Rhine Valley into central Switzerland. Overlap Pass, as well as being the highest point of the entire Glacier Express journey, is also one of the most dramatic sections of this line. The train uses rack and pinion tracks, as I said before, to climb the steep gradient here. And usually in late spring or early summer, you'll see snowbanks on both sides. It is also one of the most beautiful regions, and it is en route connecting Andermatt and Desantis. It's closed in winter due to snow and replaced by car train shuttle service. The Matterhorn-Gotthardbahn railway used by the Glacier Express operates year-round, even in heavy snow, thanks to the rack rail traction. Next up on our journey was the beautiful Andermatt. Upon reaching Andermatt, which has an altitude of 1,447 meters, has a population around 1,500 residents, was one of the most beautiful regions that we saw, and actually one of the places that we saw on the Glacier Express and have decided to go back when we visit Switzerland again. I guess that's another advantage of being on a train journey for 8 hours. You get to see places and locations in Switzerland where you can actually decide, well, I like this and I want to come back here and stay for longer. Well, that is something that we definitely did. We actually kept a little list where we noted down the places we want to visit again. The Glacier Express also features onboard chefs who prepare and plate meals fresh during the journey right inside the train's rolling kitchen carriage. The Glacier Express has a fully equipped kitchen in the restaurant car, including ovens, stoves, and prep stations adapted for train motion. I was so impressed by looking at the detail and attention that was put into plating the food. This was for the excellence class. I just absolutely loved looking at the attention to detail here, and it really truly shows that how much each guest matters for the people on Glacier Express and how they want to make everyone's journey special. Some of the other questions we get asked are, is the Swiss Travel Pass included? Can we use it to have this journey and go on the Glacier Express? How much are the tickets? What is the reservation? Well, the Swiss Travel Pass is valid on the Glacier Express. It fully covers the base fare for the entire journey from St. Moritz to Zermatt. And however, you must still pay a compulsory seat reservation fee. You have to do this no matter which class you book. You have to have a compulsory seat reservation, which is around 49 CHF, and you can find the up-to-date information on the Glacier Express's website for each different class. Now, if you have a second class travel pass, you have to also pay for an upgrade to go to first class and also pay again for the seat reservation. If you are going with the excellence class, you have to pay for a seat reservation as well as having a first class travel pass, which is a Swiss travel pass as well. The seat reservation is built into the ticket price for excellence class, but you still have to pay around over 450 CHF for that for excellence class. Like I said, do look on the website and it will give you all the up-to-date information on there, as information might change time to time. So unlike other trains where you can just hop on and hop off with the Swiss travel pass, Glacier Express is not like that, and that is why a seat reservation is absolute must. You cannot just get onto the Glacier Express without a reservation just by using your Swiss travel pass, so do bear that in mind. You can also find the interactive and visual maps of the route for Glacier Express on the website, details of the bridges, tunnels, altitude changes. You can compare the different prices as well. Coming down to the big question, is the Glacier Express truly worth it? Well, we absolutely loved our journey. The 8-hour journey gave us some of the most best memories of Switzerland. We like the unique slow travel experience and in a heartbeat would book this journey again. To end our 8-hour journey, we finally made it to the beautiful village town of Zermatt, which is one of our favorite places in Switzerland, and it was no better way to end our journey than to end it in this stunning place where the Matterhorn was really greeting us in its full glory with blue skies. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, and if we have missed something or you would like to ask some other thing, do leave it down in the comment section and I will reply back to you as soon as I can. But do remember to subscribe to our channel, it makes a huge difference to us, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.